Hello, I'm Jihei Moon. I'm the Associate Director of Programs for LEAP, the Center for Learning the Earth with Artificial Intelligence and Physics. We are a National Science Foundation. We're a National Science Foundation Science and Technology Center. We are currently in the third year of our 5-year grant, and so this is our third iteration of the Momentum Fellowship Program. Today, I'll go over an introduction and overview of LEAP, just some details about summer 2024, the research mentors, goals, elements, eligibility, the application, dates and deadlines, things to know, and then FAQ. So, like I mentioned, LEAP is a National Science Foundation funded science and technology center. We're in year 3 of year 5. Our strategic vision is to revolutionize climate projections for informed climate adaptation. And our mission is to increase the reliability, utility, and reach of climate projections through the integration of climate and data science. I'm going to play a video.
We know for certain that climate is going to change over the next several decades, and so we need to understand how we're going to adapt to that.
We know that Black and brown communities, because of legacies of structural racism and redlining and whose neighborhoods have resources, are already more vulnerable to, say, extreme weather events.
If we can have better predictions about what it's going to look like in the future, that helps us to sort of plan better today.
New York City, for instance, is making decisions about their transportation system right now. They're making decisions about seawalls right now. No one discipline can solve the complexities of the problems that we're dealing with.
LEAP is bringing together minds and capacities that simply haven't sat in the same room before.
Climate data science is bridging the expertise of climate science with the expertise and knowledge of data science and bringing them together.
Our goal is to use all the available data out there from sensors, from satellites, and to help better inform our climate models so that we can make better predictions, so that we can help everyone adapt to climate change.
If we conduct science and we're not effective at conveying our findings to decision makers, people in communities who are going to be gravely impacted by the climate crisis, then we haven't really done our job.
That's really where we see our role as a publicly available data provider, that we are trying to lower the barrier so that everyone could get access to climate data across the globe.
That's a big moonshot to improve our climate projections, but also help inform people in a way that can also shift human behavior.
What we can say is that we're heading in a direction from vulnerability to resilience, a direction from exclusion to inclusion, and LEAP, I think, is a pioneer in this kind of effort. You'll be able to look confidently in 10 years and say, we're on a path now that's fundamentally different than the path we were on before.
I mentioned this earlier, but I've watched this video many, many times, but it inspires me every single time. But in the video, you saw a couple of our leadership members. So we have several people on our executive committee. They're from Columbia, NYU, University of Minnesota, Teachers College, the National Center for Atmospheric Research in Colorado, NASA GISS, and Carbon Plan, which is a data visualization partnership. We also have 3 subcommittees. So Knowledge Transfer Subcommittee, Convergence Subcommittee, and our Data and Computation Subcommittee. So one of LEAP Education's primary goals is to drive convergence through education activities between climate science and data science, research and education and broadening participation, and education, research, and knowledge transfer. We're tightly integrated with research for disciplinary convergence and training the next generation of climate data scientists. For example, we're integrating LEAP's data infrastructure cloud platform, LEAP Pangeo, and using it to teach climate data science in our boot camps, programs, and workshops. As a Momentum Fellow, you'll be trained on how to use LEAP Pangeo before using it to carry out your research over the summer. Education plays a really important role in broadening participation through entryways. So we've been creating inclusive curricular materials and ensuring that we have the mechanisms and resources in place to help our students succeed. As alluded earlier, education and research really go hand in hand at LEAP. We use relevant training for convergent research and ensure that meaningful convergent experiences are embedded in our education programs. So, goals and program elements. LEAP is committed to building a diverse research community at the intersection of climate science, data science, and climate and social justice. We care deeply about the future of our planet, as I'm sure everyone here does, and we want to apply our research to help make informed decisions when it comes to the communities most affected by climate change. Each fellow receives a summer stipend, travel support, and access to LEAP resources, again, such as LEAP Pangeo and workspace at Columbia University's Innovation Hub. We're located at the Manhattanville campus, which is a few blocks north of Columbia University's main campus. We are close to, if you know New York, we're at the intersection of 125th Street and 12th Avenue, so we're very west and right along the Hudson River. It's very beautiful in the summer. The Momentum Fellowship project leads work closely with fellows throughout the summer on a well-defined yet open-ended machine learning research problem in climate data science. Project leads, along with their co-mentors, will also guide their fellows to present their summer research at future LEAP events. You will have a final presentation and other workshops and conferences. We've had several Momentum Fellows present their research at conferences such as AGU and AMS. Momentum Fellows are responsible for mentoring up to 2 undergraduate students in the LEAP undergraduate research experience for undergraduate or REU program. Each project will host up to 2 undergraduate students paired with 1 PhD fellow. I'll go over the mentorship structure in a few slides, but you'll have everyone from a Python/LEAP Pangeo mentor, co-mentors, and of course our LEAP PIs. As noted in our program website, Momentum Fellows will be responsible for mentoring up to 2 undergraduate students. Finally, we do have a lot of professional development and networking opportunities scattered throughout the summer. Participants will engage in team learning through a meaningful project, and we also have LEAP Thursdays. So we also have fun at LEAP. LEAP Thursdays are every Thursday at the Hub. You'll be required to be at the Hub for professional development opportunities, lectures, community events, and networking with other LEAP scientists. While you can come to the Hub every day to do your research, LEAP Thursdays are the most program heavy, so there are more people to engage with on these days in particular. The photo at the bottom is actually from yesterday. Yesterday was February 29th, so LEAP Day, and so we celebrated LEAP Day, which was very fun, and we had our junior scientists lead LEAP Day trivia, which was very entertaining to watch. So this is our LEAP Momentum Bootcamp. LEAP offers a 2-week Momentum Bootcamp to develop necessary skills for an impactful research experience. This bootcamp is not necessarily required of our Momentum Fellows, but it is required for our undergraduate students. So you'll be asked to help the REU students over these 2 weeks for maybe like 1 or 2 hours a day and ensure that they feel comfortable with the material that they're learning. So we're trying to build as much support for the REU students throughout the summer, and this is just one of many. The bootcamp will also be made available on Zoom to all students, regardless of whether they're LEAP affiliated or not. We learned that people want to learn, and we don't intend to gatekeep any learning opportunities and resources from students that may not be prepared to conduct research just yet, but they want to learn about climate data science. Part of this bootcamp a new addition based on some feedback from our fellows last year, actually, was that they wanted to learn more about climate modeling in particular. So we added a Climate Modeling 101 workshop, which will be led by Linnea Hawkins, a LEAP postdoc based out of the National Center for Atmospheric Research. So she'll be coming in person from Colorado to lead that workshop for the entire LEAP community. This is not, these are just like pre and post skills assessments that we have in the bootcamp last year. I won't really go through each line in depth, but on the left, you can see that we had a lot of students starting out at level 1. And then in the post bootcamp, we had no one indicating, level 1, and more students in the level 4 and 5 range. We are here to help the next generation of climate scientists, and we intend to provide as many learning opportunities as possible. We want to see more of the green and more of the gray this year. So we are really, making our training programs a lot more robust, and providing a lot more learning materials in advance of the program. So this is just a graphic of our mentorship structure for this summer. Every iteration, so we're in year 3, every year has looked different. And I'm really excited to have this summer because I think, we've really built out a lot. We've learned a lot over the last 2 years, and we want to make this an enriching experience for everyone involved. So based on the feedback from our research mentors, fellows, and RUs last year, we've made a lot of intentional and strategic revisions to the summer programs so that we can focus on student success and ensure that students who have not had previous access to these types of research opportunities feel confident and encouraged to learn over the 10 weeks. Of course, we have our research mentors, project leads, and momentum fellows. Many of the mentors on the projects are here today as well. So thank you for joining. And they will be regularly meeting as a group as well as one-on-one to make and provide mentorship for you, but also for you to meet with the 2 undergraduate students and provide mentorship there. So you'll be not only be learning how to mentor undergraduate students, but you'll also be receiving mentorship as well. On the left, we have our bootcamp instructors, our LEAP Pangeo mentor and Climate Modeling 101 instructor. They're all LEAP students or postdocs. So we are also really trying to give our early career scientists more opportunities to teach and mentor themselves. While you as a fellow may not necessarily need these mentors, they are available as resources throughout the summer. Not shown on this graph are, on this image, are our volunteer community mentors who just want to engage with you throughout the summer and answer any questions you might have either about your own research or maybe you have about their research. We have rain experts, cloud experts, climate modeling, ice experts, and we have a broad spectrum, so there's a lot to learn. As you should have already seen on the application website, these are the possible projects for this summer's program. A couple of them, as mentioned, a couple of the mentors are on this call. Again, thank you for joining so last minute. We can revisit this page in a little bit, just after we go over applications and deadlines. So who is eligible to apply? We invite applications from doctoral students in climate science, or in data science, computer science, statistics, operations research, and related fields. They should be interested in a summer research immersion program in climate data science and interested in applying their data science or machine learning skills in climate modeling and developing research interests in climate data science. So unfortunately, we're only able to offer admission to U.S. citizens and permanent residents enrolled in a U.S. institution as required by the National Science Foundation. If you have taken a look at our website, our application requirements are listed on the website, but it's also here. Please take a look at the application questions before you start your application, or reach out to your advisor for a recommendation. You'll see that you'll have a chance to identify which projects or which project singular you're interested in working on this summer. So please take a look, read the project descriptions read them in detail. If selected, when will I be notified about an application decision? Select candidates will be notified to schedule an interview with relevant project leads before an official letter is extended by the end of March 2024. You'll have about a week to share your decision to join the project, but of course, things happen, so we'll talk if 1 week is not enough. But so the first round of application review is blinded, and so they will not see your name, they won't see your institution, they won't see, they won't see your name. And so we're trying to make this and level the playing field for as much as possible. But of course, once you get to that interview stage, they will, know who you are by then. Can students reach out to LEAP researchers directly or submit applications directly to the project PI? I've gotten some emails from our lead PIs asking about this because they've had a few people contact them. We ask that you at this stage, please do not reach out to them and do not submit applications directly to the project PI. Everyone will have to go through this application process. This is in part because it will be a blinded review, and so they shouldn't know who you are. And everyone needs to answer the same question, so please use the formal process. A few FAQs for the fellowship program. The program is from May 28th to August 3rd. We do offer on-campus housing, and so move-in is on May 26th, is a Sunday, but May 27th is Memorial Holiday, so we will start officially on May 28th with move-out on August 3rd, the Saturday. Final presentations are on Thursday, August 1st. Again, LEAP is LEAP Thursdays, so Thursdays are very, active at LEAP, and so we hope to have as many people attend these final presentations as possible, not only to learn what you've been up to, but to give you an opportunity to practice presenting to a broader audience. I mentioned earlier we're located a little bit north of main campus, but along the Hudson River. It's very nice. And then for stipend, you'll be offered an $8,000 stipend, or if you are a Columbia University student, it would be an $8,000 salary equivalent. So the same, just in a different mechanism. You will also receive travel support to come to New York if you're, coming from California or Washington. And a very frequently asked question that I've been getting is, can my rent off campus be covered by the housing stipend? We cannot do that. So we can only cover on-campus housing if you already live in Manhattan or nearby and you don't want to move out of your place, or, unfortunately, we cannot cover your rent for that time. For some reason, I feel like I'm missing some things, but so and over the 10 weeks, you'll be getting a lot of learning resources and professional networking opportunities. We have partnerships with the Columbia University Pathways program. They have a Summer at Seas program where they host a barbecue on main campus, so you can get to know all of the other students that are on campus over the summer. We also have a couple of lectures lined up for our students in the summer, and I believe we'll be starting some journal club, reading club. So we'll have a lot of opportunities and learning opportunities for you over the summer. So if you have any specific questions, you can email leap@columbia.edu, but I really very much recommend that you start with the website if you have not done so already. Read everything in depth and thoroughly, as most of the questions that we've been getting are already answered on the website. So yes, I will open the floor for any questions. If you can either use the raise hand function or pop something in the chat. If you also, we do have our research mentors here as well. So if you have specific questions, feel free to ask. But we also just want to emphasize how important it is that you read through the project descriptions in depth. Most of the questions that we've been getting are already listed. And so please take the time to review all the materials that are already available. So international students on F1 visa status are not eligible to apply, right? No. I don't believe so. I will have to double check on the F1 visa status, but I will note your name. And actually, could you email leap@columbia.edu and I'll get back to you on that? I'm 90% sure the answer is no, but I just want to be 100% sure and give you the correct answer. And then what if your recommender isn't affiliated with LEAP? So your recommender should actually, if you review the application, it'll say that you should reach out to your faculty advisor. And so most people are not affiliated with LEAP. And so you do not need to have a recommendation from someone at LEAP. Please reach out to your academic advisor or someone that you think could really accurately speak to your skills and recommend you appropriately. But yes, please read the application thoroughly. Any more questions? Wow, no questions. Are you sure?
That means you explained everything really, really well.
I hope
think.
so. Well, I'm going to ask one last time. Do you have any questions?
I have a
link to the projects. So if you look at the website, the link to the projects is on the website directly. I'm going to stop sharing so I can. So if you just take a look at the website and if you scroll down, there's an image with all of our mentors' faces in a wonderful graphic made by Catherine. Click on that and it'll take you to all the project descriptions. So please read those in detail. Jerry?
Hi, yeah, I have a stupid question. Is this Zoom call for both the art program and the Momentum Fellowship? And is there a difference between the two?
This one is for the Momentum Fellowship. This is for
Got it.
students in data science.
Oh, I see. Now I understand. Okay. Got it.
Sorry, I was not clear. Okay, well, if we don't have any questions, we can end it here. But yes, reach out to us at leap@columbia.edu and we'll be sure to answer any questions. Our application deadline is March 10th, which is coming up. Please be sure to ask your faculty advisor or whoever you think would best speak to your skills to submit that recommendation letter by March 10th to leap@columbia.edu. Every piece of information, for the most part, should be on our website and the application. So let me know if we are missing anything or if you have specific questions for yourself. And I will get back to, I think they left the call about the F1 visa, but okay. Thank you. Happy Friday and have a great weekend. Thank you.